cool. So, am I live now? I should be. Just gonna... refresh. It seems to say yes. Let's go there and click there. And yeah, so I've already just created my character and I've had forgotten to press both record and yeah, to actually start the stream. Go me. Yes, I'm very new to this business. Oh, not business. This hobby. This thing. And then why is this not showing? View dashboard so I can actually watch it. See, this is still saying it's not live. Why is that? Yeah, that's okay. Alright, it should hopefully get moving. Alright, we'll see how that goes. Bah. Okay, cool. So what I've done so far is create an elven shaman who has a cat thingy, whatever it was called. And yeah, we're just about to get started. So, down and out. Your apartment, 3 o'clock in the morning. It's got 4 walls, a roof, and isn't on fire. Even the cockroaches have fled in search of better accommodations. Not exactly a runner's dream pad, but right now, it's about all you've got left. Running the shadows is all about feast or famine. One day, you're Nova hot, working jobs that allow you to eat at 5-star restaurants. The next, well, you're here. This one's a famine for the ages. Slagging Fixer hasn't called. The money's run out, and then some. Sinless and free. Free to starve in the cracks of society run by megacorps who just want your yen. Something needs to change, and soon. Your apartment, 2054. It's 3 a.m. and you've got nowhere to go but down. A slip of paper with your bank balance, enough to cover you through the end of the week. Your computer, state of the art in 2050, broken since 2051. Your notebook, calendar, contacts, that sort of thing. View your list of contacts. Carter Detroit, Fixer, no response to messages. Dowd, Runner, dead. Felton Nash, Fixer, missing since February. New Larry, Runner, dead. Sam Watts, Runner, question mark? Probably in a gutter somewhere. Sangoma, Runner, dead. Halfjack, dealer, retired or dead. The list goes on, all either dead ends or just plain dead. My personal calendar, empty, nothing to do. Alright, let's put that down. New objective, answer your vid phone. Sam Watts. The screen leaps to life, making you squint against its brightness. The face on the screen is laughing. Sam Watts. Hey, buddy. Hope I didn't catch you at a bad time. He giggles. He's drunk again. Or worse. You're zoned. Another giggle. Oh, man, don't bother with your side of the conversation. I'm not really here. Just one reason for the vid. Someone's trying to geek me. I'm dead. I probably had it coming. Hee. When you're an unsavory character like myself, you tend to associate with other unsavory characters who often partake in unsavory business. Like you, for example. So why am I dead? Who knows? Probably my fault. I wonder where you are right now. I bet you hit big payday and you're living high on the hog somewhere. Some of us are born winners, and some of us are, well, me. Hey, you remember that when Raku ran, when things went to hell and we lost out? Or that makeshift saloon on the docks afterwards? I really had you back that night, didn't I? Dowd, that's a name you hadn't heard in a long time. "3 years ago, a makeshift bar on the Seattle docks, the night Dowd went down." Sangoma. Sangoma is an urban shaman who proved her worth during a run against the Fuchi last fall. She's a quiet type, an experienced runner. We're out in the open here, Keldy. I fixed the roses for the run and for Dowd. Rewrite. Your call. New Larry. He's dead too, apparently. Can I talk to him? Come on. No, there we go. New Larry. You've been running with New Larry for about 6 months now. He's a combat mage with a bad tattoo and a bad attitude. He knew Dowd almost as well as you did. Dowd. Never saw anyone die like that before. Idiot. He shakes his head. Fracking hate this city, Caldy. It's wet and the rain feels like acid. I want out of here. Yeah, I get it. Now take a pill and relax. Sure, Kelly, sure. Whatever you say. I don't know, Kelly. Sam's a good guy and can hold his own in a fight, but he's been hitting the bottle pretty good lately. Never on a run so far, but he needs watching. He shakes his head. That run went sideways 9 ways to Sunday. Now the fixer's late. It smells funny to you, huh? Hell yeah, it smells funny. Look at where we set the meeting. This was supposed to be a public place. Cut the dreck, Sam. Both know why Dowd went down, and it wasn't the fixer, it was some other paranoid chip dream of yours. Sam smiles a toothy smile. I've been waiting for this all night. New Larry has something he wants to say, don't you, Larry? Well, go ahead and spill it. You were sloppy. He laughs. Sloppy? You think I was sloppy? You've been twitchy all day, son. Look at your hands. They're shaking. Have you been drinking, Sam? On a run? No, not a trot. Not today, not ever. Something dawns on him. He leans into New Larry, amused and dangerous. We were set up, and he knows it, don't you, Larry? What's that call you made before we hit Winraku? How come we couldn't geek that guy before he unloaded on Dowd? I've seen you fling a lightning bolt, son. He should have been burnt toast before his gun cleared the holster. New Larry checks his watch, licks his lips, looks over his shoulder at the darkness. He's looking for someone, and it's not the fixer. Okay, I can see where this is going. You chum isn't damaged. I'm out. So, how much to pay you to sell us out, Larry? He stops, and a smile slowly appears on his face. Honestly, didn't take much. Just enough to get me back to Portland and set up with a Cush Corp job. I'm out of this racket. We've got incoming. New Larry relaxes and throws you a dreck-eating grin. Looks like my new and Raku friends are finally here. They're going to take that hard drive off your corpse, buddy. We should choose our friends more carefully, Caldy. Buy you a drink after this? You'll owe me several. Leave the mage, kill the others. All right. Turn-based combat. You're now in turn-based combat mode. Each character on your team has an action pool. Spend these actions on movement, attacks, or spells and items. Once your team turn is complete, the enemy team will move and attack. Additional tutorial information, reference code, upper right of your PDA menu. Alright, close. Okay, so what can I do? Yeah. Alright, let's beat Larry over the head. Oh, I missed. Oh, there's more over there. Yeah, let's just go with shooting. More of them. Oh, this is bad. They have a shaman. Hey, we've got a shaman too. There we go. See, now they don't even have a shaman. Oh, no, he was a shaman, was he? No, it must have been the other guy. He's just a mage, yeah. Sangoma lowers her gun, eyes Sam. You okay, Sam? Sam's breathing is heavy and he looks shaken. That was a hell of a thing. Yeah, you don't actually look too good there, Sam. You were born for this gig, Kelly. Me, not so much. I think I'm going to hang it up. Find a nice brothel somewhere. Stay drunk till I croak. What about you? Me. I do this. This is the only life I know. Well, you're a dumbass, and I'll drink to you when you're dead. Oh, who am I kidding? I'm not going to outlast you. Guess you can drink to me. You stare at Sam's face on your comlink. Shake off the memory. Focus. I had your back that night, didn't I? Now I'm asking myself, who would care if I die? Who would give a rat's ass? Better or worse, your name's at the top of the list. Maybe it's the only name on the list. So I set up a dead man switch to send you this call. I got 100,000 yen insurance policy, payable when you find who creased me. Alive, with a conviction or in a body bag with justification. Either works. Contact my law firm, Rogers, Mingert and McCain, when the job's done. They'll know what to do. He turns to his left. Chet? Lawyer. The camera swivels to a well-dressed man sitting next to Sam. Pursuant to Mr. Watt's wishes, Roger, Mingert and McCain has installed a secure, dedicated phone line, so you may contact us directly when the task is complete. We will then begin a verification process. Note that you must also be on a secure landline to access this number. We will not accept transmissions from comlinks or other devices. The camera swivels back to Sam. Sam straightens up, talks seriously for the first time. Look, Kelly, I've lived a direct life and I probably left a direct corpse. I've hurt people. Hurt myself? I don't know. Maybe I just want the last word. Maybe I just want someone to give a crap that I sucked air for a while. What do you say? I'll say they'll get the bottom of this and someone's going to pay. And it sounds like it's actually going to be your lawyers paying. Hope you just said yes. I got a located chip slotted in my head these days. When my heart stops, it'll activate. That's how you'll find me. See you on the slab. Well, rest in peace, Sam. I'll see you in Seattle. The dead man switch. Your plane hits the SeaTac tarmac with a jolt. Welcome to Seattle. The chilly northwest rain obscures your vision as you step onto the tarmac. Before long, you're sitting in a cramped back seat of a cab, following the signal from Sam's locator chip into the heart of the Redmond Barrens. Organ grinders, a legal chop shop for body parts, whether from the living or dead. If you're hurting bad enough for yen, this is the place to sell a limb or an organ. It's a good place to dispose of an inconvenient body or making a little cash on the side. This franchise is the closest thing the Barrens has to a morgue. It seems this is where Sam Watt's bodies ended up. You open the door, and are assaulted by a smell of death and bleach. New objective. Ask the coroner about Sam Watts. I'm in the back. The smell of death and decomposition washes over you, only slightly masked by the minty fake fresh of industrial grade antiseptic. Dresden. Hovering over the recently departed is a small dwarf whistling a tune. His broad grin says, "I love my job," a little more than you'd want or expect from someone in the chop shop trade. As you approach, he looks up with a lopsided grin. There's something kindly in his eyes, though it might just be a stray reflection of chrome and surgical tools. "Sorry, didn't expect any visitors this hour. And some asshole at corporate took my receptionist. What can I do for you, ma'am?" "Are you the coroner?" "I'm John Dresden, the organ grinders branch director here. So yeah, that makes me this franchise area's coroner too. And you are?" "I'm Caldy. I'm here about Sam Watts." His grin fades. "And what makes you think I know anything about that?" "Sam had a locator chip embedded in his skull. I followed it here." "I see. Well, you're right. He's here. Not too many people know about that murder yet, though. The press haven't caught wind of it. What with it all being all the way out here in the Barrens." "So who told you he was dead?" "Sam's digital ghost. When his heart stopped, I sent a recorded message asking me to bring his killer to justice. Guess he had a hunch." The dwarf raises his eyebrows, a smile whipping the suspicion from his face. "A Deadman switch, huh? Fascinating. I was working on him earlier. He's over here." "He's my second Emerald City Ripper victim. The third one was downtown." "Ripper, huh? Well, sounds like the classics never go out of style." He sighs. "Not my title. That's what the Seattle press insists on calling the killer. All I know is that, like the original Jack, our Ripper knows how to handle a scalpel, but this one's even more twisted. He, or she, always removes an internal organ from the victim." "Oh, delicious. A trophy hunter. It's what they take." Watts' liver was cleanly cut out. "Well, what about our other lucky contestants?" "The first victim's heart was missing, and the third had the spleen removed." "Dresden, get out of here!" Sam's body is half covered by a sterile surgical sheet, his face an ashen white, for the first time without a smirk on it. Below the chest is a small pencil-thin incision covered in dry blood. Beyond that, the corpse is immaculate. It would seem that the killer knew exactly what they wanted from him, and took it. Next to Sam are several plastic envelopes containing the evidence found on his body. You can examine evidence through the bag without spoiling it. I'll have a look at the business card. Moving things around, you can make out that it's a card from a place called the Seamstresses Union. There's something handwritten on the back, but blood has made it illegible. Look at the cred stick. It's a standard cheap, unsecured cred stick. No way of knowing what's on it without slotting it. I'll leave it for now. Look at it, purple shirt. It's Sam's shirt. Several of the buttons are missing, and blood has thoroughly soaked it. The bag sloshes a bit in your hand. Ooh. Handwritten note. You can only see part of the note, given the torn off bits and bloodstains. Sam, I feel terrible that we have been long. Sorry to say I'm so. See you there. Love, Jessica. All right. Hey, pick up a midget. All right, let's go out of here. Who's this dude? Towering over the diminutive coroner is a homicide detective right out of central casting. If you ignore the tusk's pointed ears and Neanderthal brow, you can smell his cheap aftershave from a mile away. So, this new Ripovic, what? Name's familiar. Didn't his mother kill herself a while back? The coroner frowns. So you insisted at the time. He chortles. Come on, she offed himself. I had it on very good authority. Now let's go, Dresden. Give me something to work with here. This Ripper case is my ticket to a lieutenant's badge. I've already posted everything I know. The killer stuns the victim with a combination of drugs and magic and removes a single internal organ while they're still alive. The perpetrator is most likely right-handed, with a slim hand that knows its way around a scalpel. Has decent understanding of human and metahuman anatomy too. So, I'm looking out for a whacked-out surgeon? Not necessarily. I don't know any surgeons who still use scalpels anymore. These days, it's all done with computer-controlled lasers. Could be anyone from a military field surgeon to an antique medicine aficionado. You're no damn Hellsdorf. The Lone Star detective finally notices you. You note his superhuman powers of observation. Who the hell are you? Well, don't have the strength to tell him it's none of his business. Well, I'm new in town. So, sounds like you're the welcoming committee, huh? If you're new in town, then let me be the first to tell you that I run the show. If you get in my way, you'll end up back here on a slab. He looks at the dwarf. Dresden, get me more. I'm putting someone in a cell or a box this weekend, and I'm claiming my promotion. Dresden looks amused. Do you always make friends that easily? Yeah, I'm great at dinner parties too. He cocks his head to the side. Be straight with me. You really going to work for the dead man? Yeah, Sam was there when I needed him. I'm going to return the favour. Fascinating again. Detective McCluskey isn't interested in anything but Detective McCluskey. He'd convict his own mother if it meant another 10 yen in a week in his paycheck. Plus he's on the take. Dresden pauses, considering. You have honour, after a fashion. I try to honour the dead in my work, so we have that in common. What can I do to help you? So, Clumpsy's on the take, huh? Who's paying to hold his leash? I don't know, but someone with major pull has been looking out for McClumpsky's career and wallet. What was that McClumpsky said about Sam's mother? The official report is that she committed suicide about a year ago. And it sounds like you didn't agree with those findings. My name's on the report, but my actual findings left some doubts. I can't say that it wasn't suicide, but there are some unusual bruises on her upper arms, and she didn't use her dominant hand to pull the trigger. I was told to drop it. Pardon me. So I dropped it. Oh, well, what are organs worth these days? A whole healthy body can be worth a bunch of yen, but individual organs, not much. Not as much anymore. What with all the synth and cyber stuff on the market these days. Organ grinders only deals in the recently deceased. There's plenty of other chop shops that aren't as picky though, and they don't care where the bodies came from either. And so, you're saying that the surgeons don't use scalpels anymore? Who does still use scalpels? Doctors still learn how to use them in their first year of med school as coroners, but neither profession uses them much anymore. It's possible some of the slimier chop shops still use scalpels, I suppose, but I wouldn't know where to look. And have you ever heard of the Seamstress Union? It's a nearby club in the Barrens that attracts lowlives. You'd probably like it. Me, I'm not really the going out type. Always too much to be done around here. Plus, they're just easy to get along with. Alright, well, I just need to know one more thing. Where was Sam killed? Dresden looks at you intently for a moment before speaking. You know, I might be able to do one better. Why don't you poke around these body lockers in the back and see if you find anything useful? Okay. Sure, I'll do that. Open a morgue drawer. The cold storage drawer is labelled John Doe, but the internal thermostat is set to 21 degrees Celsius. Open the drawer. The cold storage drawer opens to reveal the fully clothed body of a man, arms folded across his chest, in addition to sporting some of the brightest orange hair you've ever seen. The body seems to be in very good condition. Whoa, easy there. In one quick move, he jumps down from the drawer and stands before you. For someone who just woke up in a morgue locker, he seems unfazed and pretty well put together. You spot a data jack drilled into his temples and some shamanistic tattoos peeking above his collar. An interesting combination. I told John to wake me up at 6 in the morning. Is it 6 yet? Doesn't feel like 6 yet. So you were just sleeping in a freezer. A freezer for dead people. Don't tell me you haven't considered it. Cheaper than a coffin hotel, and the service is just as good. He chuckles. Well, so much for a good night's sleep. On the plus side, I notice you haven't killed me yet, so that's good. If you're on after me then, what's your story? I'm actually looking into the death of Sam Watts. The coroner seems to think you can help me out. Sam, eh? Glad somebody cares. We used to drink together every now and then, over at the Union. Decent enough guy. Always in trouble over something or other, though. Jake yells towards the other side of the room. John, is this lady cool? Yeah, she's on the level. Working for Sam, believe it or not. Some sort of deadman switch. I thought you could help her out. Maybe even stop moping around the shop all day. Thanks for volunteering me. He pauses. Might be sizing you up, but it's hard to tell behind those shades. Alright then, name's Jack. And you are? Oh, nice to meet you, Jack. I'm Caldy. I'm well-mannered too. Such a rare thing in the city. Well, it sounds like you're taking a dive into the deep end here. John's right. I might be able to help you out. I was with Sam the other night. The night of the murder. Poor guy. He'd been hanging out at the Seamstress Union that night. Tripped out and rowdy. I'd been laying low there for a few days after a bad run. Mrs. Kubota asked me to throw Sam out, so I did. But out in the alley, some gangsters got the jump on me. He winces. Oh, damn. Maybe I need some soy calf after all. John, could you grab me a cup? Get your own damn cup. My hands are dirty anyway. Now, what's wrong with this intestine? You hear a large squelching sound as Dresden continues his work. Thanks, John. You're a real pal. Anyway, there's a big fat corp bounty on my head. Like I said, my last job didn't exactly go according to plan. Out in the alley, a few Halloweeners got the jump on us. Damn gangers thought they could turn a quick profit off my head. Jake smiles, and you get the impression that he didn't work out so well for the gangsters. For the gangers. Sam stumbled off during the fight, though, and that's the last I saw of him, until he turned up here, dead on arrival. Reminds me of my last day in this place. So you've done this before, sleeping out in the morgue? It's a long story. I end up in the morgue more often than the average guy. Yeah, Jake here's a regular. Should have started a rewards card, Jake. A few more visits, you'll get a free night stay. Jake laughs. I'll hold you to that, John. Anyway, they found Sam's body less than a block away from the Union, missing liver and all. Tell you what, you look like you can handle yourself in a fight. I could use some backup to settle the score with those Halloweeners out there. The leader's got the whole gang searching the barrens for me. I need to get rid of that asshole. In return, I'll take you to the place Sam was murdered. It's not safe to hit the streets alone at night. Trust me. Sam eyes you up and down. And maybe I'll throw in some decent supplies while we're at it. What do you say? Well, it's nice to have someone watching your back out there. Assuming you can trust them. I get it. Gotta be careful in this trade. I'm not one to go back on a deal, though. John can vouch for that. Plus, you know where I'm hiding out, right? Doesn't leave me a lot of room to sell you out. What do you say? Alright. Don't mind a little bit of street justice every now and then, or count me in. Great. Been hiding out here ever since that run-in with those Halloweeners. Whiny bunch of gangers. But this stretch of the barrens is their turf. Hell, I'm surprised you even made it to the morgue in one piece without bagging some meat. He yells over his shoulder. Very funny, Jake. You can sleep in the dumpster tomorrow. So, you need a weapon? Okay, I get to choose my weapons. So, oh, that's weighty. So, just opening up some strawberries because, I think I'll go rifle. You don't like library windows, do you? Never mind. Here's a rifle you can borrow. So, ready for an evening run out in town? Just a minute. Tell me a bit about these gangers first. Well, they're one of the nasty gangs in town. The symbol's a flaming jack-o'-lantern, but you wouldn't like their version of trick-or-treating very much. Around here, they're led by a troll named John Paul. He's got all the Halloweeners in the barrens looking for me. We'll take him out. Maybe I can breathe a bit easier. It's going to top up my drink too. All this speaking. I didn't realise there was like no vocals in this game. I thought, sure, I'd have to probably speak my lines. Didn't realise that nothing was voiced. Oh. Alright, well, not now. Sorry, phone's ringing. Well, if you're buying... Hey, I've already provided the party favours. I can leave whenever I'm ready. Cool. Head out to Barron's? Yes, I will. The Redmond Barrens. Run in the Seattle sprawl, and sooner or later you'll find yourself in Redmond Barrens. It doesn't matter your business, the Barrens doesn't like you. Take 1 part radioactive wasteland, 3 parts dog-eat-dog slum, and a dash of tourist trap, and you've got yourself a recipe for mean as hell. You leave the sanitized death and formaldehyde of organ grinders behind, entering the anarchy and desperation of the streets. Jake stops for a moment to breathe deeply, filling his lungs with motorcycle exhaust, radioactive dust, cordite, and who knows what else. He exhales with an expression of wry contentment. The stench and grime tell him he's home. My stash is just around the corner in the alley. Hidden in a garbage-strewn alley is a high-tech safe with a mag card reader on the front. Open the safe with Jack's mag card. With a smooth hiss, the safe opens to reveal a collection of gear that is a perfect match for your skills. You take the gear. Hand over the loot, bozos. Ow. You shit. So, welcome to the Barrens. Guess I'll need to find a new spot to hide my gear. Yeah. So, you reckon I shouldn't invest in some real estate around here? Only by the hour. Hey, you've seen where I stay the night. So now you got some gear, let's go deal with those Halloweeners. Alright. Okay, so apparently I can spend some karma. Got 2. Alright, I've got the gun equipped. Got basic armor. I don't have much at all. Okay. Who are you, Mr. Worried Man? Worried Man. The man before you appears well-mannered, but nervous. Excuse me, ma'am. I don't know you, but you look like you can handle yourself in a fight, and we need some help. Well, what's your problem? Some thugs are shaking down the market we've set up here. It's been getting worse lately. I don't think we can afford to pay them anymore, but no one will stand up to them, and a Lone Star isn't about to get involved. Oh. How many of there are there? And how much are you paying? I think there's only about 2 of them right now. I can't talk about price, but Mrs. James will surely reward you fairly. Well, I'll see what I can do then. Where did you say the market was? Oh, thank you. Just keep heading north and you'll see it at the end of the street. Okay, north. I presume this is north? Look, mate, just pay up. But we barely have anything left. Not my problem. Pay up by morning or else. The thug attempts to use his bulk and hideous breath to intimidate the shopkeeper. The old woman is holding firm, but you can see that the thug's patience fading fast, and it looks like he's about to start breaking things. Who the hell are you? You know, I bet your mum's real proud of you right now. Like I ain't heard that one before. I don't see a badge, so why don't you mind your own? Because I'm sick of gutter punks like you. I knew you were just looking to cause static. Dash, ice this lady. You're fracking dead. Yes, I probably am fracking dead. Mrs. James, I cannot thank you enough. I hate to see such bloodshed, but those men would not take no for an answer. We simply want to make our own way in this world. The shopkeeper holds out a funion. Please, it's the least we can do. I'll take it. Hey, I did a job. I'm going to get paid for it. Thank you. You're welcome. Hello. Sarah. Her clothes may be dirty, but this woman is far from downtrodden. Hey, none of that's my business, but I wouldn't go that way. Why? What's going on? Just some Halloweeners stirring up trouble again. She points to the south. They rode in this morning on those fancy bikes, set up camp in the old street market. They've been marching up and down the street all day, shaking down anyone that wanders past. Typical. Well, odds are, those are the guys we're after. Well, they sound like a friendly bunch. You gonna be safe out here? She laughs. You think I'm dumb enough to get caught out in the open by one of those assholes? Nah. I know the streets like the back of my hand. Worry about your own skin. Well, they're going to be in for a rude surprise, so you might want to clear out before the shooting starts. She looks you over, then nods. Don't need to worry about me. I know how to stay low. They're a tough bunch, though. Don't say I didn't warn you. Don't go to the market. Hello. As you approach, the man sizes you up. You can see the age-old fight or flight equation running behind his drug-clouded eyes. Beneath the track marks on his arms, you spot a set of tattoos that indicate he is, or at least once was, a shaman. Hey man, you okay? Yes, no, yes, no. I saw you coming. It's gonna kill me. Yeah, calm down. I'm Caldy. What's your name? My name is Vlad. Hey Vlad, those are some nice tattoos you got. Are you a shaman? The word shaman strikes a chord. He seems to shake off some of the mental comments. Yes, I'm a shaman. I thought so, Vlad. What did you see? See, yes. I saw something. The other night I saw a spirit. So dark, so alien that... Where did you see this spirit? Just across the street from the Seamstress Union. Well, it's gone now, Vlad. It's not going to kill you. You're safe. Thank you. I think you're right. I better go. I feel better now. More whole. Now, I think I need some sleep. Halloween sentry. Hey, asswipes, take another step forward and we're going to plant you right here. This is Halloween property now. This is one of the two that got away. If I hadn't missed my shot, these idiots would have given up and moved on by now. Wait a minute. You're rolling with Jake? Bad idea, chummer. Halloween is collecting that bounty. And killing you? Well, that'll be a nice bonus. Ow. Dang. Oh, there's a big one coming. You're dead, Jake. This ends now, asshole. Alright. This is John Paul. Lovely. Whoa! Uncle! I was just playing with you. I'll call off the rest of the Halloweens, Jack. Call it even, yeah? I don't know. Dirtbags like you don't need second chances. Old Drick. Cool. So I have dealt with the Halloweeners. Now apparently we need to find the old murder site. Which is... off this way. Jake Armitage. As you approach the scene of Sam's murder, Jake spies the flashing red and blue lights up ahead. Whoa, hold a minute. Lone Star isn't above collecting a corp issue bounty, and the one in my head isn't going away anytime soon. He sighs. Sorry, friend. I think this is where our paths diverge. Thanks again for the help with those Halloweeners. Here's your payment. They don't take yen where I'm going, and you look like you could use the funds. Well, likewise, Jake. Why don't you give me a call when you're in the clear? Yeah, sure. He starts to leave, then tilts his head back. Hey, one more thing. When you're done checking out your pal's crime scene, pop into the Seamstresses Union. It's just down the street. You'll need gear, information, or a damn stiff drink. That's the place to be. Best dive this side of Chicago. I used that place as a base of operations for years back in the day. Make the right friends there, and I'm sure you'll get to the bottom of this rip of business. Well, nice knowing you. Jake turns and disappears into the shadowy depths of the Redmond Barrens. Okay. The bright yellow police tape cuts through the darkness, directing your eyes to the white chalk outline and red stain marking the slab of pavement where Sam Watts died. Standing at the entrance of the alley is a Lone Star officer. The cop looks cold, hungry, and irritated at the homesman who's currently pestering him. I keep telling you, I need to get my stuff from the alley or I'm going to die in the cold tonight. The officer sighs. And I've been trying to explain to you that this is an official Lone Star investigation and I can't let anyone in here. Hey, I've got rights. Look, you sinless garbage, I've got a job to do. Find a new blanket, or I'll find reason to use my stun button. Typical. I hate all you pigs. He looks in your direction. Now what? So, what can I do? I can drop Dresden's name in it. I can lie. Bribe him. Or do nothing. Let's try lying. I'm here to check out the site for spectral DNA. I ain't never heard of that. What is it? Yeah, it's a Spanish thing that the forensic guys are using. I don't totally understand it. But it's ectoplasmic residue for like a magic attack, and I need to take some electro scan. electro scans of the area. You think I'm stupid? I go by the book or I don't get paid. There's nothing in the book about that, Baldrick. Oh, fine. Let's see Dan the Donut Man. Hey. The smell of fried food, powdered sugar, and slightly burnt soy calf is almost enough to overpower the dusty sewage stench of Redmond streets. The troll working stand is covered in food stains, older than he is. What can I get you, chummer? Well, I'll take a jelly donut and a soy calf. But, actually first, did you happen to see the murder in the alleyway? No, I was closed when it happened, but hey, it's the Barons. Back alley killings, nothing new around here. The only reason the cops are making a big deal about the rip business is some of the victims are real people, you know, folks with sins. Oh, what can you tell me about the Barons? Barons? Hell, if you have to ask, you probably shouldn't be out here. This stretch we're on is called Toursville, though, and I suppose it's the closest thing around here to respectable. Few muggings, and you might even survive drinking the water if you're lucky. Wouldn't recommend it, though. He scratches his armpit. Alright, I'll take a jelly donut and soy calf. Enjoy. See you around. Hey, William. The streets have not been kind to this man, but they've also hardened him. This man is clearly a survivor, although one wrestling with the onset of age and arthritis. You! I saw you over there with that rat bastard cop. What do you want? You look kind of cold and hungry. Want a hot soy calf and a jelly-filled donut? I'm homeless, not helpless. Thank ye, but no thanks. I remember the old days, the taste of real coffee, and let me tell you that, Drek, that's not real coffee. Do you know anything about the murder that took place here? He squints at you, suspicious. You a copper? Are you working for some cop? No, I'm as sinless as you. Mind answering a few questions? Hey, what makes you think I'm sinless? Ha, just messing with you. Of course I'm sinless. System ID number my ass. What kind of questions you got? Did you see the murder? Nope, and I can't say I'm sorry I missed it. I was hauling crates for Mrs. James up at the market. Can't carry as much as I used to, so it took a while. Got back here in some time to see a couple of tourists puking all over my home turf. But then that jerk-face in uniform had already set up shop in my alley. So it sounds like you live in this alley. Sure, for the last couple of months I've been sleeping there, but I spend my days at doing odd jobs for the street merchants, panhandling, tourists over near Seamstress Union. So what else did you see that night? Well, you know, earlier that night I saw a big and ugly troll in green hospital scrubs snooping around the block. He bought some donuts, 2 cups of soy calf off a Dan over there. Seems nervous, and he did everything with his left hand because his right was all screwed up with some cyberware. Anything you can tell me more about this troll cyberware? Well, it's big, and I think it must have had some hospital attachments because I saw some needles. It was a lot like what I saw back in 44 when I got captured by elves. They did all sorts of experiments on me. Let me tell you, never trust one of them cyber people. Alright, I think that's all I need to know. Thanks. See you around. You again? What? Well, you look cold, so I picked up a donut and some soy calf for you. Hey, thanks. The officer's face lightens up as he takes a sip. He seems pretty trusting for an officer of the law. You know, when my dad was a cop, this was back when cops actually worked for the government, He said folks would buy him coffee all the time, but I ain't seen that till now. So what can I do for you? Yeah, actually I'm working for the Deadman to help find his killer. Can I come into the alley and have a look around for a bit? Your client is on the chalk line? That's messed up, woman, but I respect it, okay? Just don't mess anything up. Not that anyone would likely notice, because the forensics aren't coming back. Cool. Amidst the shards of glass from the broken lights, you find a small piece of glass which looks like the bottom of a chest tube. This looks like the coat and blanket of the old man was trying to get back. Examine the area for evidence. As you shuffle the bundle of cloth to the side, a printed receipt falls out from beneath the folds of the blanket. It's a bar tab receipt from the Seamstress Union, dated 2 days ago at 3 a.m. Right around the coroner's reported time of death. The customer, Sam Watts. The server's name is listed as Coyote. I'll pick up the coat and blankets for the old man. The work light's new. You can see that all the alley's normal lights have been ruined. Upon closer inspection, it seems that they all imploded, as if some force shattered them all at the same time. There are 2 distinct sets of footprints, a human's ending at the chalk outline, and a larger set, possibly orc or troll, following just behind the first. Hey there, young'un. I think this coat and blankets belong to you. My stuff! Mighty decent of you. Don't see that kind of thing too often out here. Alright. I think we now go to the Union. Who's this Bobby fella? Hey, chummer. Got some tasty models for you. Just what every well-dressed Shadowrunner should have in her back pocket. Well, let's see what you got. Got a combat skin, a stim, and some nitro. Nah, we won't bother. Alright, let's go to the Union. You're about to leave the Barrens and enter the Seamstress Union. Would you like to proceed? Yes, I would. Seamstress Union. Relative to the rest of the Barrens, Touristville is neon-clothed oasis. At its heart is the Seamstress Union, housed in an old brownstone building on the corner of Illegal and Opportunity. Bums huddle together, gangsters strut the streets, and the occasional salaryman comes slumming. The Union building has been retrofitted, rebuilt, and restored so many times there's like an aging Scarlet wearing too much makeup in an attempt to stay young. The wild ivy growing out of the gutters adds to the effect. As you enter, the murmur of hushed conversation washes over you. The dive bar denizens raise their heads, take your measure, and then go back to their business. This is the kind of place where everyone knows your name, but keeps it to themselves. Right, I should have a bunch of karma to spend. That I do. Okay, what can we spend it on? Well, considering we're a shaman, some form of a magic user, let's spend it on some magic-y stuff. Hmm. Hmm. Hello, Cherry Bomb. Cherry Bomb. The bartender is striking elf, sporting perfectly toned body, perfectly bulky lips, and perfectly tapered ears. Her eyes harmonise save me and take me in equal measure, hitting just the right notes for the maximum extraction of tips. She looks at you, sees another elf, and smiles big. Hey there! Haven't seen you here before. What can I get you? Oh, how about a date? She giggles with practice ease. The elf girl next door. That's sweet. No one ever asked me that round here. Sorry, baby. I'm off the menu. Drink? Yeah, we'll have a whiskey. She starts to turn away when a man with the face of a survivor and the zeal of a convert tugs her arm hard. It's clear the two have history. They try to keep their voices low, but the intensity of their conversation makes them easy to overhear. Jerry, you have to listen to me. If you stick around here, you could end up dead or worse. The Ripper is out there, and he's real. The last killing happened just down the block. And now Coyote's missing. I'll probably find her tomorrow in a dumpster without a head. Come on, Cherry Bomb, think. I think plenty, Shane. I'm getting a BH freaking D from UW in neuroprosthetics, studying under Ogemans. And how am I paying for it? Bartending, tips. There are faster ways for a Baron's girl to earn that kind of scratch, but I'm not taking them. So what do you want from me? I'll tell you what I want. A better life. A better world for everyone. And the Universal Brotherhood can give you that. Heard all this before. This isn't some trick to get us back together. Things are different now. I'm different. The Brotherhood... Cherry Bomb's pretty face is hard, armoured in lipstick and no expectations. The Universal Brotherhood is for other people, Shane. Rich Bellevue types who can afford their membership fees and voluntary donations. This isn't about money. It's about binding the world together in brotherhood. Come with me. Attend a discovery meeting. Get to the core of who you are. I heard Lynn Tellestron give a talk last night. The new family of the sixth world. I've got a family right here, Shane. They're drunks and lowlifes and whores, and I'd choose them over any of your Brotherhood members. Now buzz. I need to get back to work. With body language that leaves no question that conversation's now over, Cherry Bomb turns her back on him. Sorry, got interrupted. Right. Your boyfriend found religion, huh? Her pretty eyes narrow. Something like that. You got a look that says you're not here just for the entertainment. Your badge? Do I look like a cop? She flutters her eyelashes. No, baby. You look like someone who knows the shadows. We're trained to spot the bronze the minute they walk in. Something I can help you with? Actually, I do have a few questions. Ask away. So tell me a bit about this place. Some come here for the booze, some for companionship. Others are looking for something they can't get anywhere else. If it's illegal or immoral and can be bought, sold, rented or consumed, you can probably find it here. The union seems to attract people like you. Who was that guy you were talking to? Shane. Old boyfriend. Used to work here. Then one day he saw a billboard for the Universal Brotherhood, and that was that. Went to a meeting, made new friends, moved in with them. I was happy for him until he started coming around trying to recruit me. I don't need that trick. The guy mentioned Coyote. She's here? She looked worried. No. I think she's away on business. Business, huh? A serious shaman with a name like Coyote? She laughed. No. She shot a coyote once, thinking it was a shaman who double-crossed her. We've been calling her Coyote ever since. Her face falls. She's been missing for a couple of days now. Some people think the Ripper got her, but I know her. Coyote can take care of herself. You ever hear the name Shane wants? She nods. Sam's a regular customer. Regular pain in the ass for as long as I've been here. Talked a big game, but he was always broke. As soon as he got any money in his pocket, it went straight to his head. Chips, drugs, or booze. Coyote had a soft spot for him, though. Did you see Sam the night he died? No, that was Coyote's shift. So who runs this place? I want to talk to them. That'll be Miss Kubota. She's in the back room. You can't miss her. Whiz. Neil Sweat. Talk to you later. Hey lady, I got some extra outfits I'm trying to unload. You want first dibs? I'll take a look. Okay. Yeah, we'll go for that. Sure. Get to put a dress on. Gin Parks. The Asian woman's expression reads, open for business, but her demeanour reads, dealer rather than companion. She has a jack on her neck, a gun on her hip, and a chip on her shoulder. She eyes you with a sneer. You look like you could use some firepower. Something simple. I got guns so smart they practically fire themselves. You looking for tech? Got some of that too, if that's the way you roll. See what you got. Oh, never mind. Cools. Posted at the doorway to the VIP section is a tower of troll muscle wrapped in an impossibly tailored suit. Whether the product of good genes or expensive aftermarket cosmetic work, the troll's gleaming horns perfectly frame his face, and his polished tusks and goatee accentuate the set of a lantern jaw. Welcome. Please behave yourself. I will do. You get trouble in here often? Nothing a stern look can't usually resolve. You have business here? Yeah, I was a friend of Sam. You know him? Sure, everyone here knew Sam. Seemed to lose a part of the family. The sharpness in Coolway's eyes, the look of a man who's seen much and earned wisdom at a young age. Figure Sam was the type who needed to be thrown out on occasion. Encouraged to call it a night, I'd say. Sam was a drunk, but he usually wasn't a violent one. Usually? What about the night he died? He was a bit agitated. Didn't catch the specifics. Might have been over a woman. Thought I was going to have to show him out, but had to deal with a couple of rival go-gangers posturing for one of the working girls upstairs. Jake helped Sam out instead. Oh, cheers. I appreciate you talking with me. Happy to help. Johnny Clean. The man is dressed like a janitor, but is wearing unusually clean overalls. He's tall, rail thin, and has a cunning look in his eye that says he's more than just a maintenance man. Howdy. Name's Johnny Clean. You new? Yeah, I am. Imagine you've seen all sorts of things in a place like this, hey? True, quite true. And I keep my mouth shut about it, too. That's the secret to keeping a job here and staying alive in general. Gotta work. See you around. Noog. Covered in glowing magical talisman and fetishes, the troll does not seem fully of this world. He mumbles to himself constantly, apparently participating in several conversations at once, but with entities you can neither see nor hear. Mutter. I told you, it's not like that at all. Bring me proof and you shall have it. I am honoured, your majesty. That's what I said to use the mustard instead of ketchup. Forgive me, Jean, I was a fool. He looks you in the eye, his other conversations on hold. You may pursue my magical wares and see their glory. Sure. I don't have any of that. So, cast haste or stew. Or could buy some air fetishes. I've got a couple of air fetishes. Yeah, sure, let's add another one of them. Oh, okay. Miss Kubota. Mrs. Kubota watches you cross the room, sizing you up as you approach. As you get closer, you can see that she's of mixed race, African and Japanese. Her demeanour says, "This is my house. Mess with it at your peril." But her eyes twinkle with a playful light when she speaks. "Konbanwa. Good evening." "My, but aren't you the pretty elf? Are you enjoying the Seamstresses' Union? There should be plenty for a woman like you to enjoy." She eyes you closely. "Or is this business?" "Can't say I'm not tempted to ask what's upstairs." "But not tempted enough?" She laughs. "Tell me, Ome, what is it you're looking for?" "I'm looking for information." She eyes you suspiciously. "Of course you are. Knowledge is power, ne?" "So I've been told." "Soka. And why should I help you?" "Sam Watts. I'm looking for his killer." Her face brightens, amused. "So you are the little insurance policy who would go on about that when he was drunk. His avenging angel who would strike back for him from beyond the grave. So what do you want to know?" "How old was it that you actually knew Sam?" "I knew him. We all did. Sam was a regular here whenever he could beg or borrow enough yen to become altered in some way. Drugs, chips, alcohol, didn't matter to Sam, as long as he was bent. He was always looking for his next fix. He clung to this place like it was his lifeline, and we treated him as part of the family, even if none of us truly liked him. Well, except Carity." "Did you see Sam on the night of his death?" "He was here, quite inebriated as he often was. Carity was working the bar that night, and she informed me that Sam was getting rowdy and belligerent with other customers. When I requested he leave, he refused. My bouncer, Mr. Coolway, was off dealing with another issue, so I requested that Jake escort Sam out the back door to the alley. That was the last I saw of either of them." "So, why is this place called the Seamstresses' Union?" "During the gold rush years, there was a census, and the politicians wanted as high a number as possible to gain power and revenue. To bolster their numbers, they decided to include all the working girls, of which there were many, to the rolls. However, given the times, you could not list girls' true occupation, so they entered them all as seamstresses." When a girl accumulated enough money to open her own place of business, she named it the Seamstresses' Union, so potential workers would know that they were to be treated fairly there, and thus a rich tradition was born. "So you're a former seamstress?" "No. Perhaps when we know each other more, I will reveal more about myself. For now, enjoy the union." "One more question. Can you tell me where to find Carity?" Her face darkens. "Would that I could. I've not seen her in 2 days. She's a smart woman and quite dangerous, but I fear for her." "If she's so smart, why do you fear for her?" "Because she's in a dangerous line of work, and there's always someone smarter, more prepared. Her room is upstairs if you're looking for her. I invite you to examine it. You may be able to uncover her whereabouts. I would not normally protect privacy in this way, but she's missed 2 shifts now and cannot be reached on her comm. It's unlike her. If something has happened, I will not have inaction on my conscience. Here's the key." There's a mid-grade security panel attached to the nearby door, set to require a password for entry. I can't do anything about that. Well, there doesn't seem to be anything in that room. Aha. Looks like Coyote keep her clothes in boxes on the floor. The stand is littered with action movies and cigarette butts. A frame painting of the Chicago skyline is done in stylized silhouette. That was hard to say. Coyote's bed has a diary with several papers sticking out of it. Open the first. There's a receipt stuck between the pages and a diary entry. I came back from my shift to find 4 of Paco's goons sleeping on our apartment floor. It's getting fracking ridiculous. I want to be with him, with the real Paco, but this cutter dreck keeps messing everything up. I love him, but he's totally different with the gang. It's how I make cash, baby, he always says. I try to tell him he doesn't need the cash. I can support us both with what I make at the union, but he still goes on these runs. With these bozos all over my floor, I feel like he's just seeing how far he can push me before I kick him out. I try to be patient, but why does it have to be all one way? And the receipt? Here's a receipt for a Browning Max powder pistol from Gin Park downstairs, with a note saying how big guns on hot women turn her on. Okay. The second page. Paper, it's a handwritten poem and a diary entry. Sometimes it seems like Paco reads my mind or my diary. Maybe he does the latter. I wouldn't be surprised. Hi, Paco. Ever since last week, he hasn't mentioned the Cutters once. He leaves the apartment with a "see you in a few hours, babe," and returns later without comment. I don't know if it's really going to help for us to avoid the subject and conversation completely, but I have felt better without a constant arguing about it. And the poem. Let's just say that Paco should stick to guns and motorcycles and leave the poetry to others. The picture shows a young girl with caramel skin and dark brown hair. She has a snake wrapped around her arm, yet she's smiling. The back of the photograph has "Shadow" scrawled on it. An ACOD receipt for a special order. £5 of zebra meat from Murray's Meat Emporium, located in Park Place Market. Receipt for a wall safe installed in the bathroom. 342436. 342436. Okay. Input the code, found code to diary. Ah, good. I don't actually need to remember codes. The safe beeps cheerfully in response to the door, and the door comes open. What do I get? Frankenade. Coyote's computer is ancient, probably fished it out of a junkyard. It doesn't even have a data jack, and the cracked display is covered in fingerprints. Tapping the keyboard caused a dust-caked fan to spin up, only to display on screen. Password? Without the password, the only other button on the screen is a password recovery option. Oh, suppose we try the password recovery. Please answer 3 security questions to reset the password. Ooh, okay. Is there any hint in here of what her first dog's name was? No. Okay. Okay. Well, Pucker's a boyfriend, not her childhood pet. What else could it be? Fine, let's go Shadow. I don't know. Yep. That's gonna take too long. I don't think there's a way to find out the answers that I can see there. Alright. So what are our objectives? Get into an objective is to get into a computer. Okay. Well, that's... Yo. Oh, I can't talk to you anymore? Okay. I'm just gonna have to do a quick toilet break. So, stop doing that, meh. Be back in a tick. Alright, back. Have toileted and have got coffee. Alright. So, Sherry can't talk to me. You're not talking to me. Who's talking to me? You'll talk to me. How can I help you? Do you know Paco? He's a ganger. A member of the Cutters. He's a good kid in a nasty line of work. I warned Cody against getting too attached to that type. They don't live long. Have you ever heard of Maury's Meat Emporium? Her face twists in disgust. No, I'm vegetarian. Did you know Jin sold Cody a gun recently? I'd be more surprised if she hadn't. Bouncers can deal with most of the troublemakers, but around here you need a gun just to take the trash out to the dumpster. Do you know if Cody had any childhood pets? Never asked about the past. None of us do. Cody's real name's Gina. That's the most personal information I have about her. Do you at least know her favourite band? Indeed I do. She plays her Starfire records so loud you can hear 'em down here. We've told Mr. Coolweir to have her turn that direct down more than once. Do you know where she's from? Not to sound like I don't care about the girl, but I never thought to ask. Just assumed she was from around here. Well, thanks. Well, let's head back up then. So, we found out what her favourite band is. And then her diary. Receipt and an old photo. Why do I keep... Cool. Yeah, pop it down. Alright, I think we got this. Alright, password recovery. A shadow. A snake. Starfire. And Chicago. Answer stored. Password's been reset. Okay, what's on the calendar? 3 days ago, meet with Delilah about gig. Today, meet Paco for date at Pike Place Market. Due 30 minutes. Contacts. Cody's contact list has exactly one entry. Someone named Paco. There's no comlink number or other contact information for him available. This does not seem like a very useful list of contacts. Access to history. A quick scan of her recent searches shows that Coyote has been reading a great deal about hellhounds. It also suggests more than one casual interest in vintage action figures. Okay. Cody has a date with Paco in like half an hour. If you would go down there, it might bring me some peace of mind. I'll call a cab for you. I should be able to get there in time. Gambate kudasi. Good luck. Alright, let's grab that cab. Confirm. Pike Place Market. You catch a cab from Touristville to Pike Place Market in a mercifully quiet ride that takes you from probably going to be mugged to probably going to pay too much for your drinks. Compared to the urban wastelands of the Barrens, the downtown area is filled with modern buildings, lighted streets, and unbarred shops, all living beneath the shadows of massive corporate ecologies. For many, these ecologies are home. For others, they're hulking monuments to where the world went wrong. Famous for its fishmongers, Pike Place Market has been around since the early 1900s, overlooking the bay. Now it's a market for all things, legal and illegal, a melting pot of the haves and have-nots. Even though most of the shops are closed, the sights, sounds, and smells of the market hit you from the moment you step out the cab. Okay. Only one person to talk to. Patrick. This handsome young man turns away from the crowd and fixes you with his full, completely undivided attention. Ma'am, you're a beautiful elf, but you could be so much more. Okay, what are you selling? I'm not selling anything. We are giving away the secrets to a more fulfilling, happy, and productive life. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll be going now. Refurbished flowers, yes. Hey, there's Paco. The kid in front of you sports a trademark yellow of the Cutters gang. Young, clean-shaven, he stands like his own the streets and everyone on it. He seems distracted, though, and glancing around with increasing agitation. He looks over as you approach. Watch yourself, dandelion eater. What do you want? Hey, careful now, kid. You Paco? What the... Who the hell are you? I'm the one who's going to pretend you've got better manners. I need to find Coyote. Actually, we're on the same team. I'm Kelly. I'm just at the union and your girlfriend's gone missing and I'm trying to help find her. The tough guy swagger seems to drain out of Paco. The cutter is gone, and before you stands a kid in a yellow jacket that doesn't quite fit. Coyote's missing? Oh man, that would explain. She was supposed to meet me here over an hour ago. Look, sorry for getting in your face like that. What you know? If she's missing, I need to find her. Do you know a fixer named Mr. Delia? Cody had a meeting with him a few days ago. I know of him, sure. Blake doesn't allow any cutters to take side gigs though, so I've got no reason to deal with him. Cody hasn't said anything about taking any new work. Wait a minute. Dreck, I know where she went. Damn, why shouldn't she wait? Damn it. Paco, slow down. Where did she go? The Royal Apartments. The landlord, Stevie J, runs a drug ring out of that hellhole. Coyote grew up there. Doesn't like to talk about it much. She's been looking for a way to settle the score with that guy for years. A few days back, I heard Mr. Delilah was looking for some runners to steal some sort of item out from under Stevie J's nose. She must have taken the job, I'm sure of it. And if his thugs caught her... There's a grim determination in Packer's eyes. I'm going over there. You coming? Just one more thing before we head off. Cody had a receipt for some zebra meat from a place called Murray's Meat Market. You ever heard of it? Zebra meat? What? Look, that shop's just down the block if you want to check it out. But I'm going to the Royal with or without your help. What's it going to be? Alright. Don't worry. We'll get it back. Damn right we will. Alright. Look look for Cody in the apartment and find Maury's meat. No, there's nothing else down here. Okay. Oh, I can actually zoom in a little bit. That's better. It was like very far out, and I've got quite a big screen. Hey. The small meat stand presents an enormous diversity of dead animals, from cow and canine to the exotic and paranormal. The pictures on the back of the stand feature a much older version of the man in front of you. As soon as he notices Paco, the proprietor's eyes become hard and angry. What do you want? You know we can't afford more. Relax, man. My friend just has a question. Hey, is everything cool here? Yeah, everything's swell. Manny continues to stare daggers in Paco's direction. Name's Manny. Now what do you want? Why would someone want to buy zebra meat for? What would someone want to buy zebra meat for? Some people eat it, but I wouldn't recommend that. Tough as nails. We mostly sell it to corp security teams who use it to reward their hellhounds. The flamers go crazy for the stuff for some reason. Oh, dreck. That's why Cody wanted zebra meat. Everyone talks about the pet hellhounds Stevie J keeps locked up somewhere in the Royal. And she never picked it up. Whatever. Anyone else? Do you happen to know Cody? Nope. Don't go much in for that shaman stuff. What's your problem with Paco? Why don't you ask him? What the hell's that supposed to mean? It means that your gang likes to stroll through here and relieve us merchants of our yen. My dad stood up to them, and he's still in the hospital. Look, that's not my problem. I'm at the bottom of the cutter ranks anyway. I couldn't do dreck about that even if I wanted to. Tell that to my dad. I don't have time for this. We need to find Cody. We will in a minute. I've got still have some questions. Whatever, make it quick. So, if Cody never picked up the zebra meat, can I pick it up for the receipt? I'll look it up. Yeah, got it right here. 2 days past the pick-up time. Didn't think anyone was going to come for it. Here, it's all yours now. All right. Oh, goody, another body. As your eyes adjust to the flashing lights, you spot the body of a woman dead on the pavement. Behind the police line, panic spreads across Paco's face. Oh no, is that Coyote? This isn't happening. God damn it. Paco, breathe. Take a close look. Is it her? Paco steps forward and breathes a huge sigh of relief. No, it's not her. Thank God. Look, let's not hang out here long, alright? Too many Lone Star pigs around. Paco looks over at the victim again. Too bad. Whatever happened here, I'm not going to let anything like this happen to Cody. Another Ripper murder. Officer Landers. A tall, emotionless Lone Star officer blocks entry to the crime scene. Behind her, you spot the lively face of the organ grinder's coroner, Dresden. This is an active Lone Star investigation. Please step away from the barrier. What happened here, officer? Homicide. Now move along, please. I'm here to see Dresden. And who might you be? It's all right, officer. She's with me. Dresden steps up to the barrier with a warm grin. The officer looks at you with poorly concealed skepticism. Okay then, make it quick. So what brings you out here? Hot in the trail of a dead man's killer? Coincidence, believe it or not. I take it we've stumbled across another Ripper murder. Yeah, that's what it looks like. As you can see, the Ripper went for the eyes this time. Pretty clean work. Gotta hand it to him. Our Ripper knows what he's doing. Or she, I suppose. What do you know about the victim? Well, not much. Dresden scratches his head absent-mindedly, probably breaking some sort of sanitation protocol. She's been dead for about 3 hours. Her name was Lucy Warden. Worked at the Stuffer Shack just around the corner. Looks like she was just leaving work when it happened. Can you tell if she was subdued in some way before her eyes were removed? That's a strange thing. There doesn't seem to be any signs of struggle. Not a single bruise in her body. Yet she was clearly alive when the eyes were taken. Died of blood loss shortly after. As to what knocked her out, I wouldn't know until I could run some tests back at the lab. I thought you ran the Redmond franchise. Isn't Pike Place a little far from home? Yeah, well, I don't really mind the change of scenery. The coroner for the downtown branch is out on maternity, so I told management I'd cover for her on this one. Plus, I want this sicko caught. Has there been any signs of magic use here? There was evidence of an unusual explosion in the alley where Sam died. Now that's an interesting thought. No, nothing obvious though. I'm sure when McClumpsky shows up, he'll call in a full magical forensics team though, just to be sure. So, the Ripper taped Sam's liver and this woman's eyes. You have any theories? Trophies of some sort, I suppose? Probably of some symbolic significance to the killer. Beyond that, I couldn't speculate. Alright, that's enough questions. Thanks, Dresden. Hey, I figure if I can help you out, there's a better chance to get this scumbag off the streets a little sooner. McClumpsky wants to rip her in a cell, sure, but he couldn't care less if it takes another dozen murders. Good luck out there, eh? Dresden starts to turn back to the body, then stops. Speaking of McClumpsky, you should probably get going soon, before he turns up. Officer Aguirre. The plainclothes Lone Star officer before you sports a tacky hat and a crooked grin to match. So you're the one who's been working for the dead man, eh? McClumpsky warned us you might be sniffing around after the Ripper. Lucky for you, I got here before McClumpsky. I'm Officer Aguirre. Pleased to meet you. Now, seeing as this crime scene's going nowhere fast, what can I do for you? What can you tell me about the murder that took place here? Not much, really. We know it was about 3 hours ago, and we know their eyes have been surgically removed. Didn't need Dresden to figure that much out. He's been looking at the body, though, so he might have more. Me? I've been scanning the rest of the scene and looking for witnesses, but no luck so far. Damn Ripper may as well be a ghost. I take it you and McClumpsky don't exactly see eye to eye. Let's just say McClumpsky and I have conflicting interests. Do you have any leads on the Ripper I should know about? Ha! Plenty. But if you ask McClumpsky... But the truth is, we're as clueless as you probably are. Well, thanks for the time, officer. Hey, hold on a minute there. You haven't put in a donation for the Lonely Orphans Fund. Lonely Orphans Fund, huh? Yeah, see, you make a contribution to the fund, I put you on a list, and you get to know next time we find any orphans that you might be interested in. Well, I'm always interested in finding about any new orphans you discover. Excellent. Shall we say 300 yen? Sure. Alright. You got yourself a deal. His face splits into a wide grin. Excellent. I'll start an account for you. If we get any useful new leads on the Ripper, I'll give you a call. Now, I better get back to work before McCluskey shows up. See you around. Who's this random elf? The elf standing before you might possibly be the ugliest elf you've ever seen. His meticulously clean lab coat, format jacket, and old-fashioned bow tie give him the look of an undertaker from centuries past. He notices you as you approach and locks eyes with you, smiling a thin, unnerving smile. Hello there, stranger. Might I inquire? Do you know which organ grinder's facility this body will be removed to? Who's asking? The elf giggles, a strange, high-pitched warble you would not expect to emerge from his misshapen face. Oh, I am no one of consequence. Never mind that, though. A good evening to you and your friend, the coroner. Yeah, he's not creepy at all. Dresden looks up, a grin spread across his face. Need something else? Any fascinating new leads? Did you notice a particularly ugly elf standing over there in the crowd earlier? Huh? Where? Dresden scans the spectators surrounding the crime scene. He's gone now, but he was asking about the body, wondering which facility it would be taken to. Huh. Interesting. Well, there's those who might be interested in purchasing some of her parts, sure. That's pretty poor form to inquire at the site of a murder. An ugly elf, eh? I'll keep out. Shouldn't be too hard to spot if he comes back around. And the sergeant over there seems pretty friendly. What's your opinion on him? He chuckles. Yeah, that sounds about right. Any opportunity to get in McCluskey's way, he'll take it. Bit sleazy, sure. But I'll take Aguirre over McCluskey any day of the week. All right. Thanks, Dresden. Any time. Lying on the pavement, the body of a young human female. Her eyes have been gouged cleanly out, and you notice a string of bite marks along her left arm. Okay. I thought bite marks seemed to be new. Okay, so I think that's where I go next. So what, is there anything up here? Oh no, because that's all barricaded off. No, it's okay. We will continue this way. Coffee. Hey, Frank. Blind Lucy. So, okay. Seems like that victim was Blind Lucy. Our old mate Sam has been drinking his liver to shit. The other thing stolen was a heart and a spleen. I mean, there's certainly a lot of reasons why a heart would be rubbish. Spleen, well, there are certain, like, blood disorders or something like that, but yeah. The orc before you wears the standard stuffer shack employee get-up. The uniform is well kept and well fitted, but the tears streaming down his large, crooked face do not improve his appearance. He does not seem to notice your approach. I take it you knew the victim? Yeah, what's it to you? My condolences. Were the two of you close? Thanks. Sorry. We're just not used to folks being too friendly around here. The orc wipes some tears away with a dirty napkin. Yeah, we were pretty close as co-workers go. Blind Lucy and I worked here at the shack for 3 years together. Started the very same day. Blind Lucy? Well, Lucy wasn't completely blind, but she was legally blind. She had to wear these huge glasses and hold things right up to her face. But she got new eyes about a year ago. Any idea how she scored the new eyes? No, she wouldn't talk much about it, just called it her stroke of good luck. I guess that luck ran out. Have you seen anyone strange in the store recently? I see weird stuff every day. It's a stuffer shack. But no, nothing stranger than usual. Did Lucy have any enemies? Well, I'm not sure. I know she had an ugly breakup with her boyfriend after getting those new eyes put in. That guy was pretty upset for some reason and wouldn't leave Lucy be until she filed for a restraining order. That all seemed to die down for a while ago though. So when was the last time you actually saw Lucy? Here at the shack earlier today. I think she was heading to the market to meet a friend. Hell, I was going to join her on my way home, but we got some last minute customers. He sighs. Okay, well, that's all I needed to know. Thanks for your help, and sorry for your loss. Wait, you wouldn't happen to be part of the investigation, would you? In my own way. Why'd you ask? Well, Lucy had this necklace, an intricate little carving of a dragonfly on it. Wore it every day. Said her mum gave it to her when she left Denver. Anyway, you know how Lone Star is. All her stuff will be bagged in some evidence storage until the seventh world awakens. I just thought if you could somehow get that necklace back before Lone Star cleans everything up, I could send it back to her family. I feel like I owe her that much. Okay, I understand. If I can find it at the scene, I'll bring it to you. Thanks for your help, friend. You know where to find me. Okay. Scan the ground near Lucy's body and a small wooden object, mostly hidden behind the dead woman's hair. This must be the necklace Frank was talking about. A thin, broken cord trails off to one side. It must have snapped during the struggle. Well, I got Agua on side. Let's see what we can do. Hello again, can you help me? I need to take the victim's necklace with me. It might help in my investigation. Well, if it will help you, that means it won't be helping McCluskey. Hey, it worked. He reaches down and picks up the necklace and hands it to you. Thank you, officer. Yeah, sure thing. Good luck out there. Cool. Actually, now that we know about her eyes, let's have another chat with Dresden. Maybe he has some insight on that. Or about the bite marks on her arm. Unrelated. Wild dogs dragged her body out from the alley sometime after her death. No. Okay. Hey Frank, I got your necklace for you. Frank looks up as you approach. Were you able to find Lucy's necklace? Yeah, I've got it right here. As he takes the necklace from you, you can see a weight lifting from Frank's shoulders. I'm glad I can do this for Lucy at least. Thank you, friend. I help you. Oh, happy to help. Okay. Yeah, let's pick up a new etiquette. Security's been coming up a bit with all these coppers. And then we'll... Can I? No, okay. Oh, let's have a chat with Junkie. Hey lady, having any extra yuan? Just need some suka zoom from the Zach over there. Yeah, have 10. Thanks, chummer. Come on, lady, let's go find Coyote. Alright, I'm ready. Let's head into those apartments. The Royal Apartments. You rock up on the most impressive bit of tenement squalor you've seen in a long time. There's few street lamps here, and what light there is flickers with uncertainty. Most of the buildings are damaged and tagged. The smell of old, rotting trash, mixed with you don't want to know is overwhelming. It's no wonder people living here turn to BTLs. Anything better than this. The better than life chip is the newest drug on the market. You don't need a good life. You can slot someone else's, live through them, and wreck your brain in the process. The front doors of the Royal Apartments aren't even locked. As you step inside, you can hear a junkie crying for another hit. It's time to find Coyote and find out what she knows about the night of Sam's murder. Fuck all. The Royal Apartments. What a hole. Can't imagine what it's like for Coyote growing up here. Paco trails off. These poor people. What a waste. If Coyote's here, we'll have to hurry. She's good, but, well, these BTL guys pay to stay well informed. They may have known she was coming. Psst. Hey, you. What's up, Tweaker? The woman scratches herself like a cat at her couch leg. Please, can you spare some yen? Well, my credit stick's a little light too, lady. What can you do for me in exchange? I got nothing left to give, lady. It goes all to BTLs. Everything. Please, just a few yen. Maybe I can credit you for some information. Have you seen a woman come through here today? Armed and looking for trouble? Yes. No. Hell. What do you want me to say? I'll tell you anything. Everything. Please. She drops to her knees, pleading. I'm sorry, but I can't help you. You should leave this place. If you can. But that doesn't make sense. The BTLs are here. I just need something. She collapses, whimpering, and seems lost to this world. A sad old man. More of them. Like a crazy pigeon, he watches you approach. You're not from around here, are you? I don't want any trouble. Easy, Gramps. I'm just looking for some information. Then I'm gone. Bad day to come round here unexpected. Bit of a commotion upstairs. Steve's men are twitchy. This pretty young thing. Hang on. Ow! Oh, now my hair's caught in my... I just thought I heard someone yelling before. Hang on, just back in a tick. Or was that you meowing? Was that what I was hearing through the headphones? Check. And yes, of course, it was just my shitted cat. Alright. Said, oh man. This pretty young thing came through earlier, snooping around like you two were, and I could tell she wasn't here for BTLs. Don't know how she got upstairs, but there's a lot more gunfire than there usually is this time of day. Well, that's not good. Did you see her come back down again? Nope. A couple of Steve's men came round, asking what everyone saw. Kept my mouth shut, I did. Where's Stevie holed up? He's got the whole top floor all to himself. Fancies he's a king around here. Well, sounds like Cody's run went sideways on her. Hey, old man, you know how to get upstairs? You've been right friendly, but I just can't get alongside of Steve J. You understand? Look, we're trying to save her. Do you really want that girl's fate on your conscience? Damn it, you're right. You can go through my place. Brilliant. The wall is crumbling here. Through a hole you can see a rickety stairwell leading up, but it seems to be only accessed through the locked apartment next door. What was that all about? Once we go upstairs, I'm not leaving until I find Charity or I'm dead. You get it? I get it. Let's do this. The penthouse suite. Stevie J's penthouse apartment may have been nice at one point in time, classic even, but now it's filled with neon tube lighting, broken down furniture, piles of rubbish, and crates containing you knows what. Still, compared to the rest of what you've seen, it's positively palatial. The only thing marring the penthouse's pseudo-luxury is a woman's cry of pain in the distance, followed by laughter. Someone's being tortured for another's pleasure. You step deeper into the apartment. Huffing and puffing, you reach the top of the stairs. Looks like Stevie J doesn't use them much, if at all. Oh, we have to hurry. Oh, really? The floor is quiet, save for the loud humming of fluorescent lights. It seems like you have the drop on Stevie J and his men. A raspy, manic voice booms over the penthouse PA system. You really think you can come in here and shoot up my place? Do you know who I am? I know who you are. You're the guy I'm gonna kill. Packer's very hurt. Stevie J. No, but no, I can't. And with a bloody gurgle, Stevie J is no more. Hmm. How do I actually use it then? Okay. Cool. Is that like all of them? Mm. Yeah. Oh, radio. Okay, how do I end this combat then? Do we need to... The room beyond the bars is a stinking jumble of burned flesh and... have some zebra meat. Haha. That's it. Hey, Cody. About time you got here, Paco. Who's your friend? Right now, the lady is saving your ass. I can see that. And I appreciate it. Cody, we need to get you back to the Union. Mrs. Kubota has that med lab in the basement. No. Cody speaks through gritted teeth. No. I need to finish the other thing I came here for. I need to find something for Mr. Delilah first. A stash of gems. Delilah? I thought you'd never do another deal for that man. Look, Paco, I need an excuse to come back here and settle some debts. Figured I may as well get paid for it. Her voice is still strong, but her body's beginning to shake. Paco, help her back to the Union. I'll find those gems for you and meet you there. Coyote looks as if she's about to argue, but says nothing. Come on, Coyote, let's go. Some new onion. Old junk. Find a money clip and a medkit. Good. It's not what we need. No. Oh boy. Oh. I didn't actually mean to. I misclicked. Mission failed. I am dead. Okay, well, maybe we'll call that a stream. And next time, I might take it up from there. Cool. Well, thanks if anyone's watched, and, well, bye.